Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've been scrolling through social media lately, you've absolutely seen them, right? The endless barrage of fake gurus promising you the world. Well, we wanted to completely cut through all that noise. So we dug into the raw, unvarnished data on building actual wealth this year. Let's see what the numbers actually say.
Okay, let's dive straight into the brutal truth. Because, you see the flash, but you never see the spreadsheets. Research into the dark side of side hustles reveals something pretty shocking. Most folks working an exhausting 20 extra hours a week, they're barely taking home $400 a month. When you actually factor in taxes, platform fees, and those sneaky hidden expenses, it breaks down to roughly $5 an hour. Seriously, $5. You'd literally make more money searching your couch cushions. So before trading your precious free time for absolute pennies, we really need to look at what's going on behind the scenes.
Today, we're navigating away from that harsh gig economy reality and heading straight toward sustainable wealth. We'll cover the passive income myth, why side hustles fail, hustles that actually work, the AI empire blueprint, and finally, systems over shortcuts.
Kicking things off with part 1, the passive income myth. We've all seen those viral videos of people lounging on a beach claiming they made $5,000 before breakfast. But let's actually do the math here.
There's a massive contrast between the fake dream and reality. The dream is sipping a margarita poolside while money magically rolls in with zero maintenance. But the harsh reality? The barrier to entry on most gig platforms is practically non-existent. Anyone can join, which creates this brutal race to the bottom. You end up fighting over absolute scraps, surrendering a huge cut to the platform, and eventually just burning out. This idea that you can just set up a money machine and walk away is a totally dangerous myth. The data actually proves that true wealth comes from providing real, tangible value, not just clicking a button and hoping for the best.
So, why do so many well-meaning side hustlers end up in the red? Let's move to part 2, why side hustles fail.
The research maps out the systemic failures perfectly, and honestly, it's not bad luck, it's just bad execution. First up, having no specialized skill. If you don't have a unique skill, you're competing against the entire internet, which absolutely guarantees low hourly pay. The fix? Learn a high-value skill. Another huge pitfall is ignoring hidden expenses. People end up spending more on tools and supplies than they actually make, leading to negative profit. You have to maintain a strict budget. And finally, approaching this with a hobby mindset. If you only work when the mood strikes, you're going to burn out. You have to treat it like a real business with the discipline of a CEO.
Okay, enough about what's broken. Let's get into part 3. Hustles that actually work. Based on some deep dive data scraping across Reddit and real creator case studies, here's what's actually surviving the reality check right now.
If you check out communities like r/WFH Jobs, where people are super honest about what's making them money, a few specific models are absolutely thriving. Why? Because they focus on providing direct value instead of chasing quick flips. Think about things like setting up simple AI automations, maybe using basic tools like Zapier for local businesses who just don't understand the tech, or doing remote AI training and evaluation. Get this, you can earn an impressive $20 to $50 an hour just ranking and checking AI responses. No coding required, no shady recruiting, just your time and attention to detail.
And when you decide to package your knowledge into digital products to solve those specific problems, this right here is your pricing sweet spot. $27 to $97. It's low enough for a customer to give you a very easy yes without overthinking it, but it's high enough that you can build real sustainable income without needing, a million followers.
The absolutely crucial point here is that you don't need to build some massive 40-module mega course. Take creator Wes Pierce as a perfect example. He was totally burnt out from doing daily client calls. So when people kept asking him how he grew his newsletter, he literally just recorded a single 45-minute video answering their questions. The result? He made over $100,000 a year with less than $100 a month in overhead. He built it exactly once, and it sells while he sleeps. It worked because he solved one specific problem people were already begging for help with.
Once you grasp those basics of value creation and digital leverage, it is time to really scale up. Let's get into part 4, the AI empire blueprint, using the brilliant framework of millionaire founder Dan Martell.
Just look at how the profit margins completely shift as the business model evolves. Martell points out that AI has drastically lowered the cost of delivering results. So you might start off by offering manual AI services at a solid 70% margin just to learn exactly what your customer needs. Then you step up into consulting. But here's the magic. As you document your workflow, you productize it into digital products or lightweight software. Because AI is doing the heavy lifting, your delivery costs basically drop to zero and your margins skyrocket up to 95%. You were charging a premium for the outcome, but it costs you almost nothing to deliver it. To actually execute this empire blueprint without completely face-planting, you've got to follow 4 core operational steps. Step 1, sell before you build. Seriously, the fastest way to fail is spending 6 months building a product no one even wants. Validate the demand first. Step 2, pick boring markets. Stop chasing completely saturated trends. Go after electricians, legal services, home builders, industries with high deal sizes and manual operations that are just begging for AI disruption. Step 3, build a minimum viable product. It doesn't need to be pretty, it just needs to solve the problem quickly using no-code tools. And Step 4, automate your delivery entirely. From the Stripe payment right through to the email onboarding, your business has to function like a vending machine so it runs smoothly whether you've got 1 client or 100.
I absolutely love this quote from Dan Martell because it just demolishes all that flashy social media hype. He says, "Revenue is vanity, margin is sanity." Think about it. If someone brags that they made 100 grand last year, but it cost them 99 grand to make it, that is a terrible business. If you sell a $5 solution that costs you $4 to deliver, you don't have a business. You literally just have a headache. Protecting your margin through AI and automation protects your energy and, most importantly, your wallet.
Which brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, Part 5, Systems over Shortcuts. This is the ultimate mindset shift you are going to need to survive and thrive in this economy. The whole framework revolves around becoming what Martell calls long-term greedy. Look, short-term greed makes you chase immediate wins and flash-in-the-pan trends that just leave you burnt out. Long-term greed, that makes you build an empire. You do this through the 3 S's. First, you sell to acquire those initial customers and validate your demand. Second, you scale by really tightening your operations and raising your prices. And third, you stack by adding complementary products or even acquiring other AI companies to sell to your existing base. You start building these amazing compounding systems that save you time, energy, and stress over decades.
So I want to leave you with this provocative thought to take away from this explainer today. Look at your current side hustle or business idea right now and really ask yourself, is this a machine that will eventually run itself, or did you just volunteer for another stressful 9 to 5? Stop chasing the easy button, start solving real problems, and build systems that actually compound. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you on the next one.